Welcome
Aye,
back, folks,
Captain.
to episode 41 of the Wrinkled Podcast.
41.
41. It is time for our podcast to have a midlife crisis.
Oh, we weren't having that in the first episode.
We're going to come back with long hair and, like the bangs. And
Dude, I really want to grow my hair out again, but it gets too hot, man. That's always my number one complaint,
Yeah.
That shit just like melts my fucking head in the summertime.
It makes you hate everything going on.
Because you've seen it. You've seen it at work when it would be like December, January, and I'd walk around and I would get hot at like no shirt or no jacket, just in the uniform shirt, looking steam coming off the top of my head,
Yeah.
So
this man's walking around, no shirt, just butt ass.
Steaming. I look like the Terminator. That's how you guys catch me in the parking lot. I'm like kneeled down, fist into the ground,
Red hot on the ground.
And then when you guys throw me in the lava, it's not my thumb, but it's my, Because you know how he slowly melts down, and I fall on my back like that. And that's the last thing. And like a little thumb pops out the top,
I saw another joke, like shrimping and pimping. It was little gents making dents.
That's pretty good. Little gents making dents. Hashtag TMG, man.
Yep. Gotta love it. How y'all doing?
It's been a while.
What? It's
been a while.
August. Yeah. It's been a while since I've had
some coffee.
Bell. No, I got coffee right now.
Oh,
I stopped
never mind
back from the restaurant. Like I said, we woke up at 5 p.m. and it was like, all right, I'm going to be up all night. I'm going to be up mostly through tomorrow and then go to sleep kind of early to try and get up for work. Because I don't know how that's going to go.
Would you like to explain?
Oh, yeah. We just got back from Japan.
Japan.
And the Philippines. You said
So yes, you're on a 14 to 18 hour difference.
Yeah, 16 over there and then 15 in the Philippines. I've never experienced jet lag, so when like my dad asked me, "Oh, do you feel the jet lag?" I'm like, "I don't know what that is. I don't know what it's supposed to feel like." I get it now.
Yeah.
It's like my body's adjustment to the other time zone. So being over here feels weird. So
it's crazy to think about 1,000 years ago, nobody would have this issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always such a weird thing to explain to somebody. Like 1,000 years ago, they would have never been able to make it across the planet in less than a day.
Yep.
The fact that we could just do that now, and it's just like, bam. Like you close your eyes, you wake up, bam, I'm there.
Yep. First world problems.
It's crazy to me.
It's wild. Like, I know I think about sometimes if you went back in time and had a phone, trying to explain a cell phone to somebody like 1,000 years ago.
You couldn't do it. You could not do it.
They'd be like, "Oh, you're a witch. Oh, you're a demon. We're gonna burn you alive."
They'd impale me, and then also they'd put me on a stake.
Oh man, but yeah, it was great, dude. Japan is awesome.
I mean,
oh man,
this is the like. I had you go to Japan. I had another friend go to Japan. I've had like everyone is like, yeah, we're just going to Japan this summer. I'm like, fuck it, why not?
Dude, it is great. It felt the Philippines and Japan in terms of the weather were very similar, hot and humid.
Yeah,
but not like hot here. I'm okay with the humidity. Over here, it's just dry. It burns. It feels like you're in an oven. Whereas over there, it kind of feels like you're in a hot shower.
I'd rather deal with the dry though.
I used to say the same thing, but now after going back and forth, like I'd rather have the humidity because you're gonna sweat either way.
Yeah,
and at least in one, you don't feel like you're cooking. Like in the humidity, it was more just all right. This is hot. Like
the only issue I have when it's hot and humid is when when it comes with dealing with breezes. Because when it's hot and humid and you get a breeze, it's just hot air. It's just hot, wet air. Like here, it's just dry heat. It's just like, hey, there's a nice breeze. It's just like
That's true.
nothing sticking to you, you know. Plus, shade actually works here when it's hot. You know,
Yeah.
unlike those places where the heat will like follow you into buildings and shit.
But see,
It's
like
just
most of the
it
buildings are also
permeates.
air conditioned.
That's good.
Well, not in the Philippines.
Oh, well, that's
Like
bad.
like half of them. It wasn't necessarily AC. It was like standing air conditioning units, which would
With
work
like
well. But
the
some,
tube that would stick out the window.
yeah,
You
and
know.
some places would have that, and it's like, oh, this is great. But then they'd leave the front door open,
Yes.
like wide open. Like, all right, listen, that doesn't work when you're trying to cool the place down. We have an
You
issue
got
here.
every kind of bug under the sun. You
Yep.
know, in there. It's just like, yeah, sure,
Yep. But no, man, it was great. I tried so many different foods, raw fish,
good.
sashimi, uh, all the different fruits and meats and chicken liver and chicken intestine and whatnot. It was
Mm-hmm.
cool. It was really cool. Like just getting that, I don't know, just seeing like the different culture and seeing how everything is different there. It's just really cool. Everyone's so polite. I swear the US is just, we're so advanced, but also so backwards.
We're so selfish, man.
Yeah. Dude,
That's
everyone,
like the American thing. You know.
yeah, like everyone in the Philippines and in Japan, they're so polite. Yes, ma'am, sir, how are you doing? You know, it's everyone wants to be respected, so therefore you have to respect everyone.
What if I
Because if
respect everybody so much I walk around and I call everybody Goku? Is that not okay?
calling everyone the strongest, the
Exactly.
goat,
So I can I could fight him and then be
just
like, oh,
call
I
him
thought he was.
Goku.
Yeah. They said the name was Goku. I had to fight him. You just see like cut to like a couple days later, you see my ass whooped like on a children's play school. You know, it's like, oh, he said Goku. Just
It's a win-win situation. If you win, you beat Goku. If you lose, you lost to Goku.
exactly. You know, so let me beat up on this 8-year-old. You said your name was Gohan, oh you little shit.
You didn't know he's 4 different types of black belts.
Exactly.
He's gonna
And
fight
he
you.
doesn't know that I need 4 different types of black belt.
Oh God, but yeah, man, we can't wait to go back. I mean, at
That's good.
dinner tonight. Yeah, I'm a little crunky, folks. I've had some cocktails before I ate because I forgot that we didn't eat. It's like 6 p.m. and we're going to dinner, which is our first meal. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a cocktail. And then halfway through the drink, I remember that we didn't eat. So
You get that first sip and then like that effervescent like in your nose, you're just like, this is gonna be bad.
yep. Oh, but oh, dude, it was good. I had a blended like something Mardi Gras, and it had Bacardi rum and then something else and some other rum, and it was like,
Mm,
oh, tasted so
that's
good.
good. Yeah,
Yeah, we were,
those drinks are dangerous, man.
yeah, where you can't really taste the alcohol.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, we can't wait to go back. We're just like, hey, let's go back, like right now. It's
Might as
great, man.
well.
It's so much fun. Like the nightlife, all the food. We didn't have a single bad meal. Even the street food.
That's good.
All of it was just, oh. They had, we were in a little town called Asakusa, which is kind of like an hour northeast of Shibuya. It's
Hmm.
still like in the Grand Tokyo area. And it was kind of like this long strip of little shops. Kind of looks like Kyoto, kind of the way it's built and whatnot.
Hmm.
And there was this like vendor making like giant long pickles,
Ooh,
which you got one of those. Dude, this thing was like a foot long. This was like a Costco hot dog, but a pickle. Like,
that's
damn.
crazy.
I know. It was on a stick. And then I got these little baked, squishy, like buns or something. Oh, dude. Just go there for the food. I'll
Listen,
go.
man.
That's the only
There's
reason you need.
I have places specifically bookmarked for food.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, this place is cool. Whatever, this thing has existed. You know, this temple has existed. I was like, fuck that. I'll get food now.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know?
It's so good, man. And like everywhere has food. There's a, I don't think it's technically a lingerie shop. I think it's just like a clothing store, but they have a lot of lingerie. It's called Intimissimi. They
Hmm.
have a website, and their third floor, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, third floor is just a cafe, coffee, tea, some snacks,
Do
and
they
then if
have the vending machine with you can get the ice cream sandwiches out of?
not in there, but they do, dude. They have vending machines on like every street corner. Like you
Yes.
don't have to worry about walking anywhere without having a drink available,
I
which is
love that.
great.
It'd be a
Monsters,
nightmare for
green
me. Yeah,
teas,
but
dude,
yeah.
it is great. They've got like cold brews in there, different types of waters, different types of teas and sodas.
Used panties.
It's great. Yep. Those are obviously hiked up in price.
I know
You
exactly where all of them. There's 8 of them in Tokyo alone. I only go to Japan just for that.
And this Intimacy shop, like I said, the upstairs cafe, it's like if you bought anything in the store, then you got to go up to the cafe and get a free drink. And they had like a cordoned off private area where you could sit on like a nice couch and one. Dude, it was great.
Dude, there's one photo from Japan that I really, to me, it encapsulates exactly what Japan is. It was a bar, but it was a bar for Capcom like titles and games and shit. And the photo that the person put on there, it was Dante from Devil May Cry.
All right.
But it was his two guns were two different flavored ices, and they were like gun shaped ices, like ice pieces that were sitting on top of the drink. I'm like, that is 100% what Japan is to a T.
Dude, oh my God.
And then they have the Monster Hunter, like grill, where they cook you up like the big food like they do in the games and shit. I'm like,
dude, arcades are such a big thing there. We had like 12 next to us. We walked past and just giant stores full of arcade games. And
you could have played the
like
Metal Gear Solid 3 gotcha game.
It is so cool. Yeah, dude, in the airport, there was a fucking Pokemon card, like vending machine where you could pull packs and shit. It was so cool. Dude, every corner was great. Like, we went into a cafe and I got this like sweet cream ice cream in a cone at like 11 p.m. and it was the best ice cream I've ever had in my life. Oh,
that's good.
It just, everything about it. I'm like, I don't want to leave. It's
I've never been outside the U.S. So
yeah, this was my first time outside the U.S. and God, dude, even Singapore too. Singapore's so nice. All we did was go in the airport, and even the airport was
listen, some places are like that, man.
Dude. Yeah, it's you got to go. We're going back. Go to Japan, folks. Even if you're not like an anime,
no,
Capcom
weebs only
fan. Yeah, you don't need to go there. Like the food is amazing, the people are nice and pleasant, and dude, okay, it blows my mind. I had somebody ask me for directions. We're at Intimacy, and if you're a tourist there, they usually ask for your passport. That way they can give you like the tax-free or whatever. And I just didn't grab our passports. So I ran back to the hotel. It was only like a 4 or 5 minute walk from that shop. So I walked back, grabbed them. On the way back to the store, I had this family ask, like, "Hey, do you know where this is?" And in that moment,
like an American family?
No, I think they were like Russian or French or something.
Okay.
But it was crazy because I'm like, in that moment, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like there's a staircase right up there. It goes up to a second floor and it's gonna be right there. But I was just like, holy shit, I'm the whitest dude ever, especially here. And people are asking me for directions. It was crazy.
Well, I mean, they probably thought you were a weeb too,
Yeah, I mean, they saw. Well, I think the trick was that I was alone, so they were like, "Oh, he clearly knows what he's doing."
Hey, yes, can you follow us? Directions.
Can you show us in our van where to go? But they're like, "Oh, he's alone. He knows what he's doing." So it was cool, man. It was really cool. Like I said, everyone's super nice. Everyone's polite, respectful. Everything's so clean. They don't have trash cans outside. Everything's like inside a store. So if you have something that you're walking around with, you carry it with you until you can throw it away.
Yeah.
And dude,
I mean, I like that premise. That's what I do. You know,
it's great. Like everything is so clean. Everything's so nice. Yeah, it was awesome. The vending machine in our hotel only had green tea and beer, which was great. But the waters were free, so you could walk up and get water bottles at the front desk for free. They just always had them stocked, so you could just go up and grab like 2.
I'd go through like 8 of fucking.
Oh yeah,
dude,
we grabbed 2 like every time we walked in and out. It was great. And then, like I said, the vending machine had beer, and they were like $2 for like a tall boy. I'm like, and they had a delivery service there, like
Yes, I
DoorDash,
know.
except
Yes.
without all the fees. So it was actually a good deal.
Is
And
that the
man,
one where you eat, like, you get the restaurant's dishes and then you leave the dishes outside your hotel door and they come and grab them? They come back and grab
no,
'em. I've
I
seen that
didn't know
before
that
too,
was a
because some
thing.
places where it's more expensive to have individual, like, packaging. They just give you the dish from the restaurant, and
Oh,
then you eat it, and then when you're done, you leave it outside the door, and then they mark what deliveries they made to like what
interesting.
buildings and stuff. So after like
Wow.
4 hours, they'll come back, grab the dish. You know.
No, I didn't have that one. Although we didn't order like restaurant food, so that might have been. But we did find a cool
Mm.
restaurant. It was like you walk up and you just open a sliding door, and there were like 6 tables in there, and we got like chicken skewers and like had a beer. It's like a little corner stop, but man, it smelled amazing. And dude, I just every street you walk down, you look down an alley and there's like 20 stores,
Yeah.
little corner food
It,
shop.
it
Oh,
really it really like you see it in every anime when like the main character's walking down, there's just like hella people doing shit. I'm like, that's kind of what Japan is,
yeah, that's real.
Uh,
Like all of
yeah.
that is real. We walking down a main street from our hotel, you've got your cars going down the street and, everyone's crossing, doing their thing. And then every single alley is like, fuck, there's like 30 stores down there. There's
Hmm.
little tiny shops that you can there's a standing sushi shop. You just pop in, stand at the bar, and they give you some sushi. Like, it was incredible. I love it. Can't wait to go back. Can't wait
Yeah,
to go back.
I've Japan. It's up on the list, but it's not like high up there on like places I need to go or want to go like really that bad.
Dude, I'd move it high up the list just for the food. It is the
Maybe.
airport, the Japan Haneda airport. I had ramen there that was better than any ramen I've had in the US ever. Like it was just phenomenal. I think it was like $7 as we were leaving. Dude,
Listen, local prices for food are. I love that shit, man.
it was so good. Like, oh my God. Oh yeah. I can't wait. I we've I'd be okay retiring there. Like it wouldn't get old. There's so much there. There's
Yeah,
so much to
for I
do.
mean, it's just it's so densely packed.
Mhm.
It just seems like you could literally never visit everything. You could never not do everything.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like living there, you could go to a different place every day and not see everything for like 20 years. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So that'll be awesome. Oh, dude, I know you've seen it. The gameplay trailers for Space Marine 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Looking good, man.
God, they look so good.
And we talked about it yesterday, but I got confirmation that the Carcharodon armors and skins and shit are in the game. So the shark group of uh Space Marines, that chapter of Space Marines, that armor exists in the game. So I will be buying it, but I will be waiting, probably not on release, probably like a week or so. I'm gonna wait for all the PC reviews to come out, see if there's any garbage. If it's clean, I'll probably just buy it straight up and get to play.
Yeah.
But
Man, it looks so good. It looks like one of the games that God, what did somebody say? It's like one of those games that we haven't had in a while. Like Fall of Cybertron.
oh, just like a
Um
like a solid like tie-in game.
yeah, just like a solid third person shooter with, there's no
What about Star
not a
Wars
s-
Outlaws? Are you saying that
it's
game's not gonna be good because woman?
hey, listen. I'm just as hyped for that one.
No,
I
game's gonna be bad because woman.
I guess so. I listen, I'm excited for it. I'm getting it day 1. Or I'm going to get the subscription for Ubisoft Plus. Hey, folks, if you don't want to buy it, get 1 month of Ubisoft Plus for like $17.
Mm-hmm.
Play it, and if you don't like it, cool, you're out $17 instead of 60. Like, there's always a workaround. I like it. I want other studios to do more. If it's good, awesome. I'll love it. Next, make a Darth Bane game. There is so much in that storyline within those 3 books. There's so much to do. Oh man, you could do like make it like a Witcher 3 type, except with better combat. I'm not Witcher 3's combat. I'm just the controls. I'm not a. I don't know. And the fact that like, oh, I'm gonna fight something. Let me prep 80 potions. Like,
No, it's 1 oil and 1 potion, maybe a grenade.
Listen, that's
Get
too
good.
much. I want to be able to just go in there with my swords and just skill it out.
As somebody who's a min maxer in like any video game, I love that kind of shit. It's like, oh yeah, I could do an extra like 25% damage to this type of monster. I'm like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of that.
And I get that.
Yeah, but yeah, just give us a Darth Bane game, or like I said, a Darth Vader. Right after Revenge of the Sith, when he's like becoming the Vader that everyone's afraid of, give us a game like that. Or like the MMORPG Old Republic. Give us a single player RPG like that, where you get to pick like a Sith or a Jedi,
like a Baldur's Gate 3 style. Fucking
yeah.
And multiple choices, multiple endings.
Do Baldur's Gate 3 just Star Wars? Are you kidding me? That would, oh my god, that would sell so well.
Yeah, I've been disappointed by the Star Wars like game, like
variety.
The games that have come out for the past like 8 years. You know?
It's because of the. I feel like a lot of it's because of the EA exclusivity they had. Because, I mean, I'm sure you remember back in the day when there was a Star Wars game like every 6 months. And there were different ones. There were the Lego ones. There were the pod racing ones. The Starfighter ones.
Shadows of the Empire. And,
the Bounty Hunter. Star Wars
Rogue
Bounty Hunter.
Squadron.
Yeah.
Fucking,
And then it was like, oh, now it's EA, and hopefully they release something. And luckily, the Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order, those were great. But then Battlefront 2 fumbled for the first like year because of EA and wanting money. And now it's fun, but there's like hardly anyone playing it. So it's kind of too late.
I know there's some really good mods for the older Battlefront games. Not the remaster that came out earlier this year, but the like
original,
the old,
the
the original ones. Yeah. There's some really cool mods for that like update the graphics, and there's like a whole bunch of different planets and shit that you can fly and play in, and people still play those pretty regularly. So
yeah,
but shit like that is always on like lookout notice for getting taken down and shit. So if you are gonna play something like that, just do it now, I guess.
Well, here's to hoping. Like I said, it's open season now on Star Wars. Studios have permission to do whatever. So
yeah, well, except for have lightsabers do what they're supposed to do, just cut people in half.
Yeah.
Thanks, woke Disney.
Listen, make a M-rated Star Wars game.
Yeah,
that's perfect. Do Vader or Darth Bane and make them rated M. Make them just gruesome. Like, listen, people
imagine like choking somebody, like crushing their.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Like the blood pops out of their eyes and their ears and what? Oh, dude,
I feel like that's something that would be so different to Star Wars, though. Like we very rarely see blood in Star Wars, so to have something that visceral, I feel like it'd really have like a lot of shock value.
That'd be perfect for like a Vader game, because he's already seen as like this just terrifying, and like that would only add to the scare factor.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the Kenobi show where he's walking down the street and he grabs that lady and just drags her and then snaps her neck. Like, oh, that was crazy. So
how to make your audience hate the villain in like 10 or less seconds?
Yep.
It's like
and it was so good.
That's what I thought when I played that Wolfenstein game, like the Wolfenstein 2. I think after the first one, they introduced like this lady Nazi, and it's like that's what I thought immediately as soon as she popped up. Because what does she do? Her daughter's like a bigger girl, she starts calling her fat, starts calling her names. It's like, man, how to make you hate your main villain in like 10 or less seconds. It's like I don't need any other like Nazi evil, right? Just kill him just off of, because that's the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. 2, it's like shitty mom make fun of her fat daughter. I'm like, oh, dude.
Yeah. It's like they didn't waste any time. It's
Yes.
like, oh,
And,
I'm on you from the start.
yes.
Yep. I think it'd do well, man.
Maybe that feels like a good idea, but maybe more niche. You know, like I feel like if you could incorporate like a bunch of other different stories into there, kind of like quick little like 10, 12 hour episodic things, kind of like the Telltale games, but just make them more gameplay oriented. I feel like that could be something that could be pretty dope too.
Yeah.
Cover
One
a
thing
bunch of different histories and
I thought could be cool is if, because I really like in games where you get to play both perspectives, like Last of Us 2, you switch between Ellie and Abby. I think if they did a Vader game where, because in the beginning, a lot of his story is hunting down rogue Jedi who survive.
yes,
So what if, you start off the game as Vader and then you swap in between each of his targets. So you play a little bit as the character he's hunting, and then it switches
it
back
gets
to
to a
Vader
point where
as where
or
you're
what if
hunting
you
them.
could, or what if you could choose to fight against that Vader instead? Like it has like multiple different paths where you could play as Vader, or you could just play as the group of people that hunt him down.
That could be cool.
That could be interesting.
Oh yeah,
That could be like your initial gameplay pick, and
yeah.
that's the story you'll follow throughout the rest of the.
Like you're playing as like the rebellion trying to hide these Jedi.
Yeah,
And so you
or the
play as
Jedi that
each of the
are
Jedi.
just
Yeah. That could be cool.
it would be a la Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. Just any turn you do something, and you let's say use your force powers, and he can track that and shit, and the more you use him, the more he's able to track you until finally he fight.
See, man, there's so much shit they could do.
We'll never get a game like that, but
I just think they need someone to throw enough money at. That's always what it comes down to. Like you want a certain game, find someone to throw some giant gob of money on it.
dude. Ever since Larian is done with Baldur's Gate 3, besides like the patches that they're doing now, I've been wanting, and they talked about it. Sven, the CEO, they talk about if they could do any like RPG, they do Fallout and like another game. I'm like, oh my god! Imagine them giving the Fallout the Baldur's Gate treatment, right? Just a like open world in fucking Texas or Midwest somewhere, and
Man.
like imagine the shit they could do with that. Like if Baldur's Gate 3 is like that with the D&D license, like imagine what they could do with the Fallout license.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, God. I feel like that's what Larian is going to settle into. It's like they're going to do their own games, but I feel like a lot of times they're going to be that like reserve studio when a company is like, fuck, we need a banger of a game to bring us back. Like call in Larian. Like, okay, here's the license for something and the freedom to do whatever. Make something great.
I don't want to say that Baldur's Gate 3 was a once in a lifetime thing, because again, that studio is super duper talented, but they had essentially like all the money and all the resources in the world from Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast to like make this game. That's why the voice acting is so good, the motion cap is so good, that's why the writing is so good, because they had like 5+ years to perfect that style of game. Can a company survive releasing a game every 5 years that is like critically successful, commercially successful, in this market now?
Yeah. I
like,
think,
could you do it? Could it be done?
I think Larian could repeat their success, but it
I
would
agree.
have to be done right. Like if they came out or a company came out saying, hey, we're making a new whatever made by Larian, here's the IP that they're making the game based on. They have like they could do a fucking Kickstarter. Like, hey, we
I
want
mean,
to,
that's what they did for Divinity Original Sin 2.
yeah, we want to, make a Star Wars game by Larian. Here's our budget. Like,
Imagine
dude,
that.
are you kidding me? That would be great.
Yeah, they
But
have definitely risen to the top of my like developers list. So
yeah,
you got the guys that you've been playing the same game for years from. Like for me, it's usually Double Fine, Psychonauts, Brutal Legend.
oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Psychonauts.
Like those guys have always been at the top for me just because I love the shit they make. You know,
Yeah.
Anything that Kojima did pre and post Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear Solid post Metal Gear Solid, I love. I mean, Death Stranding. Come on now.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
I've
need
talked
to
about that
finish
game
that,
for.
but every time I hop in, it's beautiful. The
Dude, I love that fucking
soundtrack,
game.
I don't know what it is, but the soundtrack when you're running and delivering and it pans out and it launches into like a loud sound, dude, it feels like I'm on like an acid trip,
Listen,
but just like the
Kojima's
audio.
fucking
Ugh.
music taste has always been solid.
Yeah.
You know, Metal Gear Solid 5 was the benchmark for that. How many great songs are in that fucking game is ridiculous. And then he comes and drops Death Stranding, and it's like, oh, this has some like 10 out of 10, like low roar, you know, like come on now. Well, the rest of peace, like I forgot who died. I think the guitarist or the singer from Low Roar died like 2 years ago, but
Mhm.
yeah, you know,
I think
he just comes in with fucking bangers, dude. That's what he
yeah, I
does.
mean, there's a reason why, so and so game is coming out. It's in collaboration with Kojima. It's like, oh, holy shit. He's like one
Yeah,
of the names where it's like, oh damn. I think Insomniac is my studio
Subject's great.
where I'm like, listen, Ratchet and Clank from the beginning, every single one of them has just been incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The Spider-Mans, now they're making the Wolverine, and I mean, they know what they're doing at this point.
Oh yeah,
Like they've got this Spider-Man's down pat. Like they're gonna kill it with Wolverine. I wouldn't mind if most of the Marvel IP in terms of hero games was left to them.
yeah,
Like,
because Avengers was hot garbage.
yeah, the dude,
Because who did that? Was that Konami or who did the Avengers game?
I don't know.
I felt like it was like oh, it was Crystal Dynamics. It's the guys who did like
They've done some good stuff
the
though.
the newer Tomb Raider games from like the
Yeah,
past like 10 years.
I liked those.
Those are great games.
Yeah, the Tomb Raider games are good, but man,
Oh, they did Gex the Gecko.
that's the old PS1, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So with him on the cover with his hand, he's got the glasses on. You know,
Yeah, dude,
I
oh,
miss those
you know
shitty
what?
games.
Actually, the company that did Guardians of the Galaxy, that's a solid game.
Oh shit,
That
who
one
did?
is really good.
Yeah,
I
that one
was
is a good game.
so pleasantly surprised by that.
Oh shit, who did that game?
I don't know, but they did a good job. So either them or Insomniac.
Um. Oh, it was Eidos, the guys who do Hitman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, the Hitmans have done well. I haven't played one, but I mean, everyone loves them.
they
So
did. They did Deus Ex, Hitman. I love that Deus Ex game. The Mankind Reloaded
Evolved.
or Mankind Evolved, whatever the hell it was. I give him a solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of games, I completed my first run of Elden Ring. I know we talked about a
yeah,
little bit about that yesterday.
so good, man.
I will say I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I could not put it down. Every time I was at work, I was like, I can't wait to get home and play. Every time I was at home not playing, I was like, man, I need to hurry up and get whatever done so I could play. Yeah, fuck it, just solid game, 100% run, all achievements. I'm only missing the 2 ending achievements, so fantastic game. I understand the hype. So
Agreed. I just saw a thing on, I think it was Reddit. You don't need to play through it 3 times to get 3 endings. Couldn't you just save right before the end and then do each ending?
um,
Oh, well, I guess
but
depending on the quest line.
I don't think you can't save the game like that though.
You can't do a
You know,
manual save right before?
no.
No?
You can have the bonfire save or the grace save that'll save the
Right.
game, and then you could have the exit to main menu save, which
Oh,
will
you're
put you.
right.
But you can't have a hard like I can't load a save. Essentially, you can just continue.
Hmm.
You know, it doesn't give you a list of like pre-saves or quick saves that you've done and manual saves that you've done. You know, there is save file managers for this game I've seen, so which you
Interesting.
could do it that way, where you would just manually you would save manually and then do it like that. But
Mhm.
as far as I know, you couldn't load one specific save, you know.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, dude, it is. Oh man, it is so good.
Solid
Like I
game.
said, I get it now. I get the game of the year hype.
As somebody who always got it, it's always interesting to watch people go through like this part of like this metamorphosis of gaming, you know.
Yeah. Oh man, it was whoo. Yeah. What a game. Now
Solid.
what's next? After besides the replay throughs for the 100.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna do those soon.
Right.
You know, I do plan on going through the DLC.
I
I'm just
mean,
taking.
Dude, you can make them quick because you only need 2
Yeah.
bosses to get into Lanedale.
Yeah.
And then from there, like, you can beat the game after the first playthrough relatively quickly.
You just need 5 remembrance bosses. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Right.
That's all you need to get to where you like to fight Godfrey and Horlu and then
Yeah,
Radagon and it's just 5. So
No, I think it's less than that, right? No, you're right. That's right. 2 to get into Lanedale, and then Mountain Giant, Malekith, and what's his name? The
Gideon.
Finally. Yep. I knew you'd come.
Yeah. Tarnished. Not even a tarnished cannot become a lord. Fuck you. Sword through the back. What's
Oh,
next?
God.
What am I playing now? Fucking Baldur's Gate, dude.
Dude, I was thinking about that last night. I almost texted you. I'm like, hey, man, you want some Baldur's Gate?
I cannot stop putting it down. I just finished my Dirge playthrough, my first Dirge.
How
That was fun. That was excellent.
Yeah.
That is, to be fair, I did skip a lot because I was going for like full evil playthrough. So a lot of characters and a lot of like the end, like Act 3 stuff just doesn't exist with like a fully evil character. Oh, there's a loud ass car. Shut up, man. Listen to Katy Perry out here. What the fuck are you doing?
Dude, I know. People fucking rev like they're revving for the entire continent to hear them. Like, nobody cares
Listen, man, I don't
about your lawnmower, all right? Nobody cares.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Like, I promise you. Nobody cares about your loud car. We all just want you to stop so we can sleep.
If there's anybody more I wanted to tell to shut the fuck up, it'd be you guys.
Yes, it's somebody with a loud car.
Yeah. So,
just stop it. Stop it. Please.
Stop. Get some help. Yeah, great game. I'm back into there. I just started another run last night. A human. I'm doing a warlock paladin. So
Nice.
that's been going fun so far. I just killed the spider in Act 1. Spoilers.
The one in the cave?
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, I remember we did that fight. That was kind of a pain in the ass.
It's a rough fight.
Yeah.
I'm replaying the game with another buddy. His first time playing it through. Never played it before. And I'm doing my Dirge build, which is, what is it? 6 bard, 4 rogue, 2 fighter, I think.
You can triple class?
You could dozen class. You can go to every single class once. And that's an achievement, by the way.
Damn.
So for a quick way, and you can't respec for that achievement. But the best way to do it is to use withers to hire a hireling, and then level them up, and then just pick each class once per level up. Get to max level, get to 12, and then pick each class per level up with a hireling. And you can get the achievement that way.
Interesting. So, okay, that makes sense. Dude, we should play that after this. We still got to finish our playthrough, right?
I know we do, because I think we're in Act 3.
Yeah, we are. Oh,
God,
where did we stop? I think we just finished that fight down by the beach.
With the Hagen? The, like, lizard water people?
No, it was 2, like, rival tribes.
Oh, the Zentrum and the Stone Lords people.
Yeah.
That's right.
Next to the boat. Yep.
Okay, dude, I love this game, bro.
Oh no,
it's a little potent.
Oh man, dude,
it's a little potent.
That would cause like +2 poison.
Oof.
In Baldur's Gate. That is rank.
That's not good.
Oh,
So
what is that? Poison cloud or death cloud?
Or death kill, yeah.
Yeah. Yikes.
So just and this is why I love D&D, right? Because you can make anything in your head. So if I said, "Hey, I want to make a spell that'll give somebody only +2 poison damage," right? I would say, "Well, that's kind of a weak spell." But then they say, "But every time it happens, it sounds like somebody farted right on top of the head." I go, "Okay, I would allow that." You know, like that's it. Like that's all it needs for me to be like, "Yeah, that's cool." Like yeah, it's a little goofy, of course, but that's what D&D is.
Oh, that's
So.
great. So
I
much
literally,
fun,
well, I
man.
have in the campaign I'm running right now. I literally, one of my players is playing like a Rick style motherfucker who's like always drunk, has like a secret past. I'm like, listen, motherfucker, do it, commit to
He's
that.
gonna whip every battle. He's gonna whip out some secret ability, like, oh, I actually speak lizardese.
Yeah.
So,
Draconic?
yeah.
Yeah, of course I know that.
Oh, just give me a certain drink. Drink some martini. All right, fully fluent. Like,
Yes.
oh, that's great. God, what a great
I
game, dude. There's so much good stuff coming out this year. I can't believe people are like, 2024 is a dead year. It's like, dude,
I mean, compared to last year though, like the bangers that came out, like we had like legit like 4 of those games for game of the year last year were 10 out of 10s easy.
that's true, but we're not done with this year though.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like,
It's just
Black
I
Myth
think the
Wukong
pickings.
seems good so far. If
Oh, have you
Space
seen the
Marine
shit?
2 delivers, I
Yes.
could easily see that as game of the year.
I mean, I hope. It
If
looks like a
Star
solid
Wars,
fucking game.
again, Star Wars, I think there's too much for it to even get like accolades like that. I think it'll still be good. I
Yeah, I
just
think it'll
think,
be passable as like a
yeah,
game, you know.
I'm sure I'll enjoy it because I'm a big Star Wars slut. So my bar is very low.
My man's going full spreads.
But I looked on PlayStation today, and there's a lot coming out, even in like October. I don't remember what, but there's still a lot coming out.
Yeah, I mean, we still got a good couple months left for some games, and
Oh, Black Ops 6, which I don't care if the rest of the game is trash. The zombies
yeah,
looks great.
it'll be on Game Pass too.
I would just buy it for zombies. I don't care. That's all I want. That's the only reason I used to buy Call of Duties.
Yeah, I haven't bought a Call of Duty since the Modern Warfare 2019.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, those are games like I only play with other people. Like last night, we were playing Rocket League, and it was fun.
Mhm.
And again, that's the same thing. I'm like, listen, these are games, Rocket League, Call of Duty, Fall Guys, stuff like that. Like, I'm only playing with other people because there's certain games where it's, for me, only fun with other people.
Yeah.
So
There's a certain chaotic nature to a lot of those games,
yeah, they're just a lot more enjoyable. You know what
I
they
agree
need
with
to
that.
do is an It Takes Two too.
I mean, going by that guy's record, man, I don't think it'll probably be a co-op game, but to what extent, I don't know.
I hope so, dude. I remember us playing through that. That shit was great.
Solid game.
Yeah,
Solid.
worth the game of the year.
I agree.
I remember seeing that get game of the year. I'm like, what the fuck? And then we played it, and then I said, oh, okay, I get it. Like I see now.
Some games are just like that, Like
Yeah.
you'll never understand like why until you actually play. You're like, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you watch Deadpool and Wolverine?
Nope. I did. I was busy when it came, like the first 2 weekends it came out. Last weekend I couldn't watch it. This weekend we watched Alien yesterday. So,
Dude, I've heard Alien's amazing.
dude,
I've heard the
that
ending
shit-
is crazy.
dude. Listen, as a like massive Alien fan, right? Like I
Mhm.
love the franchise. I loved it my entire life. Like it was the movies I grew up watching. This is like the perfect love letter to modernize the franchise a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting a little choppy for some reason. I'm seeing that.
Okay, I think now you're good.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay.
I'm not downloading anything, so I'm not sure.
That's wacky.
Close that.
What are y'all doing? Where's the trigger?
Um,
That's so happy
Um,
to hear. Like I love when
yes.
new age movies come out and they're so good when they're like I'm going to use the word reboot. I know it's not a reboot, but like
It's a soft reboot.
yeah. I love when they do so well because it shows like the fandom that the classics aren't all the series is. That wasn't like its
Yes.
peak. They're capable of going above and beyond even now.
Yeah.
And I love that.
This is how they start tying in Prometheus and Alien Covenant into the overall Alien universe.
Hell yeah.
Because those two movies, you kind of have to watch them together to kind of understand what they're talking about. But this movie, if you watch this, you go, okay, I see now what's happening. I see how this stuff is kind of entwined.
Is what's his name in it? Magneto, the young one. The who plays the
Michael Fassbender?
yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
This takes place between Alien and Aliens, so the first and second movies.
Okay.
So it's like 30 or 40 years after the first Alien movie. And
the first Alien movie takes place after Alien Covenant. Right?
No. Oh wait, yes. Sorry, you're
Okay.
right. My bad.
Okay, so about like 60 years after the
Something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure like
Okay.
the specific timeline, but
Okay.
yeah, this shit was
That's
great.
fine.
The kills were great. The fact that like there's a couple of scenes in space, but the majority of the movie takes place inside the ship or inside a ship.
Mhm.
And it's just like it's tense. It's horrifying. The music's great. The practical with the CGs. There's some CG bits that kind of threw me out a little bit, mainly with an older character, Ian Holmes, older character who, if you don't know who Ian Holm is, he played Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings. He was the older Bilbo. But he was in the original Alien as like the android, so he kind of gets brought back, but with like a CG look, kind of like Grand Moff Tarkin from Rogue One. You know,
Tarkin's CG was weirdly good.
This is not like that.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that's kind of what they used, and
I know
it's
they
not
did
great.
practical for the Alien, which is cool.
Oh, dude, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like the shots where you can actually see, and they kind of tweak the design a little bit, which I do like. There's like some more like, instead of just being like a solid black head, kind of like how it always is. There's like, you can see some veins, and there's like a pulse on one of them and shit.
That's cool. It's not just like a shiny mat.
Yes.
It's more of like, it looks almost like skin.
Yes.
Like that's cool.
It was fantastic. There was a kill that I keep thinking about because it was just so damn good.
We'll have to go see
yes, highly recommend. Highly recommend.
What did y'all think about Alien? Romulus. Yeah.
Yes.
And Deadpool and Wolverine. Because that one is also very good.
Yeah, I know. I need to get around to it.
Dude, it is. And it's funny, too, because I think we talked about it. The fact that, it is Deadpool. He's got the wall breaks. Like, a lot of it's fan service, but given the nature of the movie, it works a lot better. Because it's not trying to be overly serious. So
like it knows what it is.
Better. Yeah, exactly. But dude, I know I keep hearing amazing things about the new Alien. So I'm excited to see that.
Again, it's a little akin to the first movie, very similar premise and shit, but overall just solid.
Right. Something to get new audiences kind of into it.
Yes.
Which I do appreciate. Like, all right, let's relaunch something to try and get more people into it, because the old, Star Wars, Luke Skywalker, New Hope, that generation's already in it. So it makes sense on why they keep making new kind of different ones to get more people into it.
If only they could treat Halloween the same way.
Dude, that last Halloween was so bad. Like, oh.
Should piss me off.
That was terrible.
Evil dies tonight.
I'm not even like a big Halloween fan, but watching it, I'm like, this is garbage.
Yeah, as somebody who loves those movies, I fucking hate it. Like the first one was good, right? The 2018 reboot, that was solid. And then the one that came out in like 2021 or whatever, terrible. Halloween Ends or whatever, the Halloween Finishes or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is I like it, but I don't like it. And the last one, I'm just like, oh, come on, dude. Like, why? I don't understand. You had Danny McBride as a writer, and he had it with the first movie, and then you guys said, you know what, we're going to fire this motherfucker. And you ruined it. Mustafa Akkad, you son of a bitch.
Dude, I can't. How are you gonna? Yeah. Oh, this one did great. Let's fire the writer. Like, what do you expect? It's gonna tank. That's why I'm really scared about the next season of X-Men '97 because the first season was perfect. Like,
yeah, and then I heard they fired the writer.
yeah. Like, dude, you got to watch that. That is.
I've been seeing clips online. I'm like, man, I probably should.
Oh
watch
my
this.
God! And you're an X-Men fan. Like, that is. I mean, depending on like what I'm eating, what time of the day it is, that you could convince me that's like the best piece of Marvel media ever.
I mean, listen, I can understand that and I can respect it.
It is fucking incredible. Like, oh man, oh, so good. All right, dude, I think I told you I started playing Dave the Diver. Game's great.
Solid game.
Like,
I played Dredge for the first time the other night, so that was fun.
I wanted to get that one too. How is it?
The game's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky. It's spooky. You know, you'll be going out in the like middle of the ocean, and you have like your small like 10 lumen lamp on the front of your boat. You know, and it says like, "Oh, use your light to not panic." I'm like, "Light's always on." Light's always on. But then you go too far and it gets too dark, and then you hear something in the water, and you see something like a shape, and you're just like, just fucking leave. I just go back. All right, catch you guys later. Later, bozos.
Oh, that's great. Oh man, I need to get that one too. There's so much.
I know.
Oh, what a good time to be alive. Fuck, man, we gotta play some Baldur's Gate after this.
Yeah, I agree. I do. I was just literally just playing, but I'm like, you know what? I could keep playing. So.
That's such a good feeling. I love the feeling of playing a game where, you know, you play like a good, you know, few hours, you get off, eat, poop, whatever. And then you're like, I'm not even tired of it. Yep. Get back on. That's great.
That is Baldur's Gate in a nutshell.
Yep.
So
that was Elden Ring too.
That too.
Yep.
But those games, I don't know how they do it, man. I don't know how they make you feel like that. Honestly, I really don't. Because some games you really like, but then you can't play consistently like that.
Yeah.
You know? And then some games you're just like you really like, and like, I could play these all day. You know? It's like, I don't know.
It's very few and far between. Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring, God of War, at least for me. Maybe Spider-Man. Oh, Ratchet and Clank. Easy. Just because those are so easy to play. They're so fluid and they're so They are so easy to boot, play. Like, all right, I'm going to level up my fucking sheepinator. Like, I'm going to use that for the next half hour until I level. They're so easy to play.
Yeah, I have the platinum from was it Rift in Time or whatever, the one that came out for the PS5, Rift Apart. Yeah,
me too.
Solid game.
I know. Once you said you were going for the platinum, I'm like, oh, I gotta get it because I was like two trophies short. I'm like, okay, I have to.
I love when you get a game and you just like beat it in like no time. You know, like Psychonauts 2. That game came out. I was able to play it on I was working that Friday, Saturday. When I was off Sunday, Monday, I beat that game in like 2 days, and I got 1,000. I got all 1,000 points for the achievements on that game.
Damn.
So, I'm in that game, by the way. I hope you guys know that.
That's right. I remember that. Your brain.
My orange brain. It's got dots, some wrinkles in it. It looks like it's been pickled, probably in some type of liquid.
So we got to change this to the Pickled podcast.
Listen, I love pickles, man. We literally have some pickled de gallo in the fridge right now.
I'm not a fan of pickles. Well, okay. You know what? I said that as I'm like when I was younger, but then I've had pickles on like a spicy chicken sandwich with coleslaw, and it's really good. So I think pickles just aren't my first choice, but if they're on there, I'll eat them.
I love pickles.
You know?
I love them. They help me with my heartburn.
Really?
You have heartburn, you drink a little pickle juice, heartburn gone.
Interesting.
If you're dehydrated, sip a little pickle juice because it's got all that salt and fucking vinegar and shit in there, dude. That shit will hydrate your ass like that. Or it might give you
Heartburn.
diarrhea, just depending on your stomach.
Yeah, dude, I gotta poop.
Wow.
I had to
Don't
poop
we
at
all?
that restaurant, but
That's the worst.
yeah, it was a nice restaurant, so I wasn't worried. But I had to poop at one point, and then as we walked to our table, it kind of went away, and I'm like, all right. And then when we got home, it just ramped up again. I'm like, all right. So
All hell breaks loose.
yeah. Oh,
You
dude,
blow that O-ring out, it's over, dude.
the toilet in Japan obviously had a bidet. That's like standard
Oh,
issue.
yes.
On top of that, heated toilet seat.
See, I would want the cooled one. I don't want a warm. I want a cool toilet seat.
No, trust me. When you wake up, it's
Yeah.
cold in the morning. You got that like morning frost, that little like that frost tip, and it's like, and then you sit down on that nice, because the only thing that's hot is the toilet seat.
Yes.
And then you drop a deuce, and you get that like kiss of death, and that cold water comes up and just. Whoosh.
The Poseidon's kiss, man.
Yep. It'll hit you different. It's like, I don't know whether to be upset because that was cold, but my butt is warm because of the toilet seat. So
See, and this is the problem for people like me who are just perpetually hot. You know what I'm saying? Like perpetually warm. People talk about like heated toilet seats and heated seats in cars, and heated steering wheels. I'm like, I don't want none of that stuff. I want the cooling stuff. A cold toilet seat in the summertime, it sounds like heaven to me.
Interesting.
Same thing with a car, like a car with like leather seats that gets hot as fuck. Ventilated fucking seats, bro. Ventilated steering wheel. Give me that shit. Yep. I don't want this heated stuff anymore, man.
You would have liked this bidet because it had two different settings. There was a setting where it squirt right up, like right in the butthole. And then it had some where it squirted at like an angle. So it would come at you straight up, or it would hit you like right in between the nuts.
That sounds awful.
Damn it.
It's doing that. It's doing that
Damn
thing
it.
again.
That's all right.
So much for AI. Idiot.
Yeah. I'm pretty centered. That'll work.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, man, it was good. Heated toilet seat. It was nice.
Yeah,
just
so, are underrated.
Soothing. Oh yeah. Like I said, U.S. hotels need to step it up. Like by a lot.
U.S. households need to step it up.
Yep. The U.S. needs to step it up.
I agree.
Just in general. Public transport? Dude. Pathetic. Like, come on. What do y'all think about bidets? And, water squirting up and hitting you in the nuts.
40 bidets and 40 benights.
God damn. How many times do you poop a day?
Sometimes 3.
We'll do a poll. 0 to 4 times a day.
4 is a lot. I did 4 on Friday, so I understand that.
I've done 4 once. Not by choice. Yeah. I don't know what I ate, but it was bad. I'm pretty sure it was at work. I'm pretty sure it was when you and I worked together.
That fucking
the Taco Bell day?
Shredded chicken, dude.
Yeah.
That shit is awful, bro.
Yeah,
that was I think I did it twice at work and then like 2 times at home.
Yeah, that was.
And you're just so raw by the end of it. You're just like, oh god, like just anything to put me out of my misery.
Yep, it all burns. So you're just like, if you don't have wet wipes, you're basically just asking for death.
Wipes are a must when you have
yep
bowel movements that bad.
Yeah, if you don't know, use wet wipes. It'll change your life for the better.
Yes.
It'll be like, yeah. It'll be like you've only been seeing life through one eye hole. Through one
eye. Yeah, one eyeball. I think that's what it's called. One eye hole, he says. One eye hole.
And again, it'll change your life. Use wet wipes. Play Baldur's Gate.
Or a bidet.
Yeah, or a bidet. I don't know though.
Preferably the bidet because it's more efficient.
That's true.
It's better on the environment.
Or do the bidet and then finish up with a single wipe just to catch any that, maybe some crusty that was too hard on there and the bidet couldn't get off, Or maybe you got to like get way up in there. real deep.
like that. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta
Maybe
scrape the
maybe you
inside.
got to go
You know,
inside and really, wrap it in your finger and then
yeah. It's like the when you try to get all the peanut butter out of a jar. You know,
yeah. Or like, when there's a little bit left in the toothpaste and you can see it on the inside walls and you got to really
you gotta pinch it from the back. You know, damn, fuck a motherfucker. Give me all your shit, bitch.
Oh man, tell us what you think about bidets, folks. What are you playing today? What are you playing next week? What do you think about Space Marine 2 or Black Myth Wukong? You about
Or
to play
Black
as a
Ops
monkey?
6.
Or Black Ops 6? Or Star Wars Outlaws?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or anything else coming out? Oh, Astrobot, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
That looks fun.
Yeah. So
I'm hoping we get a release date for the Metal Gear Solid 3 fucking Delta remake.
I thought there was one. No?
No.
I thought it was like early 2025.
No, it's not confirmed.
Dang.
So it'll probably be first quarter. It'll be first quarter 25 though, I guarantee it. Just when.
As long as we have games to keep us busy.
Oh yeah.
I'm cool. Like
I'm
dude,
okay.
Just keep pushing out content for Space Marine 2. I feel like that
more sharks
relevant for a long time. Do some
That's the only thing I care about in Space Marine 2. It's the only thing.
They got to do a Doom guy collab.
The shark chapter. I mean, I don't know, man. They don't tend to break canon like that. No. You know, like
maybe like a multiplayer
Space Marine will be introduced into other games. You know, but usually not the other way around because they kind of like to keep that like there's a certain aesthetic that like all that stuff occupies. I feel like
Okay. I mean, Doom guy kind of goes with the aesthetic though.
A little bit, yeah. I could see that. I was just mainly thinking about like because his whole thing, at least in the newer games, is he's got the full suit. You know, but in the older games, he's got like bare arms and shit. And it's just like, it looks a little weird, you know. Yeah. So I could see it like that, or like a Halo.
Ooh, yeah,
collab,
Master Chief.
Maybe.
Big buff Master Chief, like 8 feet tall. That'd be cool.
Yes, and then also we will watch Space Marine 2 gameplay.
Let us know what you think, folks.
Are you excited?
Happy Saturday. Happy August.
What are y'all up to? We're nearing the end.
Yeah.
And also the end of summer.
How's your 2024 going? What do you got planned for next month? What is it? September? August, September? Yeah.
I think I'll try and remember the 21st night of September, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I'll try and do.
21st night?
Yeah.
Why? I know what September... Wait, 21st night.
I'm singing the song, the Earth, Wind, and Fire. Do you remember the 21st night of September?
Listen, no, I'm too out of it for that.
I've had enough.
Yep. I'm done.
Oh, shit, I forgot about Sparking Zero. That comes out October.
Oh, God. All right. We'll definitely have to... We'll put out a recording of that.
Dude, I can't wait. That shit looks so good.
It'll be an hour of us beating each other's asses. And then also playing
Yes. It's my favorite. It's called being locked in, man.
Oh, it's going to be great. That'll be so much fun.
Beating each other's cheeks and also playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Man. You be Android 18, I'll be Krillin.
Oh, no. He's going to use his Destructo.
It'll be like that Black Mirror episode.
Oh, shit. Characters occupying other avatars. Everyone just becomes horny.
Oh, that's right. Who are you going to main in Sparking Zero?
Probably Android 21.
Probably UI Goku.
Well,
they've got the voice echo. They put out a trailer and he's got the echo. Oh.
Are they going to have Beast go on?
Probably his DLC.
My main back in the day was always Second Form Cell.
Ooh.
I love that design so much because then you could make him go Perfect Cell, you know.
Yeah.
And then you could get, if you get the revive, you get the Cell Perfected.
My main in not Burst Limit, what was it? What were the two that came out on PS3?
Oh, like the one where the loading screen was the Dragon Balls that you could roll around the Dragon Balls, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that was on 360 as well.
There were two of them, and on the second one, my main was Super Vegito because he had the like the teleport dodge,
Mm.
and he didn't use up much ki doing it, so you could just like infinitely dodge.
I never had a PS3. Well, that's not true. I did, but
I forgot what those ones were called, but they were really good.
there's Tenkaichi. Oh, Raging Blast.
That's it. Raging Blast 2. Yep.
Or Battle of Z.
Not that one. That was on the PSP, I think. Raging Blast 2 was the one.
Well, this one, it says PS3, but $42 at World of Books.
World of Books. Who reads books?
Listen, man, I got the Hyperion collection that I'm trying to read through.
Dang.
It's like 6 books.
I gotta get back into reading, man. I can't be getting my brain too unwrinkled.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
You go too long without reading, you'll feel like, Majin Buu.
I get stupider when I don't read. I'm being honest.
Yep.
I literally feel my brain power like decrease by like 20%.
Yep. You talk to people and you just can't think of the word, and it feels like, whoa, where's my brain power gone?
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
It's been sucked. And then also my brain power's been sucked out of me.
You're supposed to make it sound like a bad thing.
She's taking my brain power.
Oh, man. All right, folks.
Evil temptress.
Let us know what happened to your brain power. Did it get sucked too? Did it get hacked to it?
Oh, my God.
And we'll see you in episode 42.
Yeah.
Yeah.